It's the NFL on EA Sports, and this one features Trevor Lawrence. He had a solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Jags and the Eagles, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 23.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the ladder when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at the Eagles, and this is going to be a heck of a chess match. This offense against a defense that will take no prisoners out there.
It's going to be a big-time battle, and I think that both of these teams have that mindset of, we're going to do what we do and make the other guys react to us. And we've definitely got a couple of headstrong coordinators who won't back down from a challenge. So this will be a battle of wits as much as it'll be a battle of brawn.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Jamal Agnew now to return it. Jacksonville's offense trots out here for the first time, and all eyes go right to number 16. Now in his second season as the team's face of the franchise, Trevor Lawrence.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally, kept the ball clean, and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
Lawrence looking to pass on the first play. Looking for the out route here, and it's completed to Kirk. Throwing again on second down. Lawrence, he'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Now for the first time we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual threat quarterback now in his 3rd season, Jalen Hurts.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Devon Hamilton able to get him for a loss of about 3. And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner. Great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 76 yards.
Oh, it's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he'll take this one down to the 36. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt, and that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Boy, 4th and 2, this crowd was urging them to go for it, certainly. Instead, they settle for the field goal try, and then they come up with nothing.
Brandon, yeah, football coach won't let the crowd dictate how he calls a football game. He's stuck to his guns. But after the miss, now there's 70,000 coaches in the stands thinking they were right.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
From the 45 on second down, Lawrence eluding the... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. And, you know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not seeing it happen here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. Hurts. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Throwing is Hurts. And this will be caught by Brown. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. They go back to the ground with Sanders. On the move past the 40. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On first down, Hurts. Flush to his right. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Out route pass complete to Goddard. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch a game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. Now Lawrence. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
From the gun, it's Hurts. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. On 4th and goal, here's the option. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And sometimes you just put it in the hands of your quarterback, let him take you home.
And you just know the NFL playbooks nowadays have gotten just a little bit thicker because just about everyone has a quarterback run series involved now, and we just saw the evidence of it.
Do defenses hate that?
Drives them crazy because the quarterback is usually not a guy that runs the football. You cover everyone else, and all of a sudden he waltzes in on you.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead grows to 10-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
If we go back to the last series, remember their coverage allowed them to get a turnover in the last drive, a takeaway, and that helped contribute to a sack on this one. I think maybe this quarterback's a little bit hesitant. Last time he turned it over, now he sees his zone coverage a little bit slow to get rid of the football.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Lawrence will throw. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. On 3rd down, Lawrence looking downfield for Jones. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. So as they take it over, we step aside. It's taken to the 26. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the 2nd quarter. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
The Eagles hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Play action, here's Hurts. And once again, this is Sanders. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts, open man, that's Devontae Smith. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Devontae Smith's workload certainly didn't get any lighter going from being a Heisman Trophy winner at Alabama to his first year with the Philadelphia Eagles. 104 targets as a rookie, and his 916 yards, they're the most for a Philly wideout since 2015. They go to him there for a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And it's complete, right back in the hands of Smith. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They run with Sanders off the option. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half, 10-0 our score.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And Pascal's got it, and he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this 1st half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith, his 1st touchdown on the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting him and by him going up and getting it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. The Jaguars getting set to go. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And Jones has it over the middle. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Now Lawrence. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Hurts.
Left side here to Sanders. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 17-yard line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So this lead, Charles, is continuing to swell here in the first half.
That's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue, but all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit, but first let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. We continue on with the check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Jags. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they were much more successful throwing the football than their counterparts, as you can see the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here are the Eagles to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's caught by Sanders. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He continues to deliver a 1st down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Throwing is Hurts. And that's off the mark, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
A give running left. It's Sanders. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2nd down, back to Sanders. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Here's Hurts to throw. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Hurts gets this to Sanders, and he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The pickup goes for 13. It sets him up 1st and goal.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
They'll run with Sanders. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. It'll be Hurts on the option. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the 2nd time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback, the ability to run the ball fearlessly. And in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2.
The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
On 1st and 10 at DTN.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Now Lawrence finds the open target, Arnold. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Now whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On 2nd and 11 now.
Lawrence. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
On 1st down, Hurts
throws this one right side to Pascal. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
This is Smith with the ground. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
An option handoff given to Sanders.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd and 6. Hurts. Man open left side is Brown. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Once again with Sanders. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand.
I was going to go ahead and call it, partner. You could smell the desperation in that fake, couldn't you? Down big. They had to try something. No one was fooled.
I think you're exactly right. With this deficit, though, go ahead and give it a shot. Didn't work out. In the end, I guess it doesn't hurt him too much. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Lawrence will throw. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Here's Lawrence.
And Jones has it over the middle.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
A gain of 7. And the Jaguars.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Lawrence
sets up the screen to Robinson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Again, it's Lawrence.
And that will be incomplete.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence.
Open man is Kirk, complete.
And he is going to have the Jaguars first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Now Lawrence to throw. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Eluding the pressure right. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence.
Looking for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
ETN up the middle.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
4th down. Here's Lawrence.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles defense able to hold. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Wide receiver A.J. Brown. You see he and the rest of his mates returning to the field here.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Throwing is Hurts. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. They're all finished in the bout down in Houston. And it was the Chargers who were able to take home the victory in that one. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
On 1st down, Lawrence.
And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
A final shot now for Lawrence.
And he's caught on his sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
No, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Philadelphia, that early momentum continues here as they